All right. Good evening, Who That Nation. Welcome to the WDN Chatline podcast. It's the host CB, and I'm here with my co-host Uptown. Uptown, what they do, fam?
Yo, what's happening? What's happening?
Not much,
Get
fam.
it, let's
Long
get it, let's
week.
get it.
Long week. So before we get started, man, of course we're gonna show the comments some love. Um, I see the OG just pulled up to the building. What's up, OG?
What's up? What's up?
And
What's
that's the
happening?
future.
What's happening?
And that's the future of comments roll in. We'll post them up. So as you guys know, it's going on tomorrow. Be Thursday, so this is a late post game. Apologies, but we still want to address um what happened Sunday. Now I will say that on my end, I had to work Sunday, so I seen bits and pieces of the second half. So honestly, I didn't see the miss. I mean, the part where the drop passes and Olave dropping the important pass. I didn't see that live, and I haven't had a chance to get back. But that's why I got my co-host. He definitely gonna chop that up, and I'm gonna just be shocked to hear this information, man.
Man, let me tell you something, bro. I seen it all, bro. Unfortunately, bro. Let's be for real, bro. Right? Let's be totally for real, bro. Chris Olave is not a number one.
No,
Okay, all right. And, bro, he missed 4 passes. He dropped 4 passes that could have been the difference in the game. One of the drops that they attributed to him, um, he actually caught that ball and fumbled it, and we was lucky that they called it an incomplete pass. CB, you know that pass down the sideline there. He keep jumping up to catch the ball. He just ain't the same, bro. Since all the concussions and all that stuff, bro. I don't know if he trusts quarterbacks anymore or any quarterback for the Saints because Derek Carr did get him banged up. But this dude do not look like a player that's looking to try and get a big contract.
and I
Bro.
will say this. Can I just say this right quick?
Sure, sure.
I just want to say this right quick. Just for the ones that be like, oh, he had 6 catches for 98 yards. He did get off on a deep pass. I seen that. That was what, about 40, 50
I
yards.
think that was 52 yards.
Other than that, non-existent. And like, you're gonna have plays. You really can't use that and be like, oh, he got it. Because if that's the case, then we can talk about the Douglas guy on the Patriots that was eating us alive.
Yeah.
Now, is Douglas a number one for their squad? How many times you gonna see Douglas getting off like that?
And Kayshawn Boutte too. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
I mean, these dudes, let me tell you something, bro. Let's stop playing games now. Okay? Big time receivers make those plays. All those plays that Olave has missed this season, big time receivers make those plays, bro. You understand? Let's not act like we haven't been on the same planet, like we didn't see Jerry Rice play, like we didn't see Randy Moss play, like we didn't see Terrell Owens play. Let's stop playing games, bro. And let's, more importantly, let's get to the Saints. Like we didn't see Joe Horn. Like we didn't see Marcus Colston. You understand what I'm saying? Let's keep it for real, bro. You dig? Bro, let me tell you something, bro. I'm to the point, bro, I have no confidence in Olave anymore. None. I'm to the point where I don't expect him to make a play. I don't expect it, CB. You understand? And dig this, right? Remember when we got this dude, the first couple of years, right? He was making these acrobatic plays, one-hand catches. Remember those days and all that kind of stuff, right? What is he doing now? You understand? And that dude too, bro, Mr. Johnson. You understand what I'm saying? Mr. Johnson, we done saw enough of you, bro. We done just saw enough of you now, bro. CB, Mr. Johnson been with us for quite some time now. You understand what I'm saying? We done seen enough of Mr. Johnson. I'm over Mr. Johnson and Mr. Olavier. I'm over both of them. You understand? And look, if I'm not mistaken, I don't really think that Spencer was sacked. Nothing, you know. I don't. If I'm wrong, if somebody see, I don't recall Spencer taking a sack.
No,
In
I
this
don't
game.
either.
You understand? So you mean to tell me, right, that the offensive line can keep him upright? An offensive line that features the likes of a damn Cesar Ruiz. You understand? And a Trevor Penning. And they can keep him upright. And let's be for real, Saints fans. We know Caesar and Trevor sucks. Let's not play games now. Okay? But they can keep him upright while this dude here dropping passes. You understand what I'm saying? Man, I'm so sick and tired of seeing this dude drop passes. And it be passes right in his hand. Bruh, I was taught, bruh, if you're a wide receiver, you're a T.O., you're Chris Carter, you're Randy Moss, you understand? You are Marvin Harrison. You're going to catch any ball that's in your area code.
Facts.
Period. Regardless of how it's strong. If it's in your area code, that's yours. Go get it. And those plays, bro, those plays when he dropped the passes, CB, were the difference in the game. Along with that jerk-ass Mr. Johnson fumbling the rock. You understand what I'm saying? Bro, they talk all this joint. We had cats come in here a couple of weeks ago. We should go to Tyler Shook. Tyler Shook. They still got people in Saints media still talking about going to Tyler Shook. Spencer had 100 and something quarterback rating last week. You understand what I'm saying? With no touchdowns, no interceptions. Still 100 and something quarterback ranking. The problem is this, man. He don't have no playmakers. There is no playmakers on his offense.
Nope.
You understand? They should take Olave ass, put him in the slot, you know, okay, and let Vele play, the big boy. Let me tell you something else too, CB, that you haven't noticed, right? That I bet you didn't notice, right? Remember, for our off season, right? Wide receiver was one of our needs. Remember that?
Yep.
It was like offensive lineman, tight end, wide receiver, and defensive lineman and stuff. That was our biggest area of needs. And we went into the off season and we did not get a wide receiver. We did not even draft a wide receiver. And that right now is coming to bite us in our ass.
Facts.
And I don't know what Kellen doing, bro. Every time Vele out there, he make a play, including the play that he made this Sunday. But that play was called back because Kelvin was holding. You know what I'm saying?
No physicality out there.
Bro, we take
not on the regular.
We take 2 steps forwards only to take 3 steps back. We can't get nowhere like that. Bruh, they're not making plays for Spencer. Period. You
Nope.
understand? Now I put that. Now you know who I put that on? I put that on the wide receivers that's out there, right? Which includes you know, Rashid Shaheed. You can't duck smoke from him. Okay. I put that on them and the coaching staff because the coaching staff, right, should be able to craft plays to get these people open, to get them in the best possible position that they can be in, right? How many times is Kellen Moore gonna watch Olave drop ball after ball after ball before you start taking away some of his damn snaps? Put Vele in there, bro.
It
You
ain't no
understand?
use of waiting. It
Put,
ain't no use
put
of
Mason
waiting.
Tipton. Put Mason Tipton in there.
Yep.
You understand? What's nothing from nothing, CB?
Don't wait till you trade them and then want to throw them out. I mean, if they really gonna trade them, just go ahead and start decreasing the snap counts. Because
Bro,
after that 52 yarder, regardless of the six catching for 98 yards, yeah, he supposed to be having number one receivers supposed to be around those numbers a game and averaging 16 yards a pop. That's what, but you take that 52 yarder away, he wasn't no difference maker.
and I mean he ain't do shit.
He just got behind that dude on the play, caught that pass. Just so you can't put that out there and try to justify. Because like I said, we can do that with the Douglas guy that ate our defense lunch in the backfield, and we'll get
Mm-hmm.
on that side. Yeah, I know Sanka was a part of that. We'll get on that, but that's some rookie mistakes.
Bro, Kellen, bro, look, I'm gonna say something, bro, and I'm gonna go out there. And I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna go out there with it. I think Spencer Rattler has played himself and has shown himself that he can be a franchise quarterback.
Yep.
Because I tell you, man, Warren be damned, bro. Remember I said this, right? Warren be damned. If we let Spencer get away from us, we're gonna regret that. He's gonna go somewhere else and he's gonna ball till he fall. There's certain players I can see that with. With Olave, I'm starting to think Olave is finished. You understand what I'm saying? His body language and all that. Or maybe he don't want to be in New Orleans. Maybe that is. And if that's the case, then let's get his ass out of here. Then. You understand what I'm saying? So like, I'm not seeing, bro, that the Olave is not a number one. And I can tell you right now, right? Boring. Everything keep going like this what I'm seeing from the team, and it continues to go on throughout the off season. Our biggest need is going to be wide receiver. You
Yes.
understand? It's going to be somebody not only wide. Let me put this like that. It's going to be wide receivers because we got to have some people. We got to have people that's out there making plays for our young quarterback, bro. Our quarterback I don't know if y'all even know this, right? If people are aware of this, right? At this point in time, Spencer Rattler is in the top 10 in quarterbacks at this point in time. And that is way more than what we was expecting. If you had told me that we had 6 games already, right? And that we lost 5 of them at the beginning of the season, I would have told you that that would have been attributed to poor quarterback play. But not one of these losses is attributed to poor quarterback play. And I will go as far as to say that Spencer has protected the ball and handled the team like a veteran so far, like a seasoned veteran. You
Yes.
understand? He's not making the mistakes, bro. They not making the plays for him. I can tell at that last game, this game just passed, that man was frustrated. I saw it all over his face. He's putting the ball in places where people can make plays. They just not making the plays. You hit Jawan Johnson. He go down there in the middle of the field. He fumbled a damn rock. That could have been a defining moment in Spencer Rattler's career. You understand? Because we had momentum at that time. We had momentum, and we lost it all with that one play. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I'm not going to say that one play was specifically cost us the game, but I'm not going to say that either. You understand? It's considering the moment that happened. You see? So, that's true, bro. That's true. What you saying, Debo? That was a bad idea. Both of those big name signings that he had this off season has been terrible. Jawan has been terrible, and so has Mr. Young, and we'll get to that when we go to the other side of the ball. What you say, CB?
I want to point out the running game. Now, far as the Spencer stuff, I mean, I think that's pretty much explanatory. I don't Mickey and Kellen, they'll be dummies to try to. Shuck shouldn't even see the field this season, to be honest. Just take the L on the second pick. If you want to send Shuck somewhere else and let him get his opportunity, but if if I'm if I'm Kellen Moore, you got a franchise quarterback in your hands right now. So why would you give that up to do what? Get the second round draft? You just got to take a L, man.
Yeah,
And I mean, bad picks. Every team gonna have it here and there where they get a bad first round or a bad. Well, a first rounder, yeah, you pretty much gotta throw them out there to see what you're gonna get. But I know the second round is high, but you just gotta take that lick, man. Just take the lick and just keep it moving. Try to find him another home to where he can go and compete. But to just take it away from Spencer just to see what Shuck look like. Why do we need to see what Shuck look like right now?
man. This is what they said, right? What I've been hearing, and I quote. I heard one dude from another podcast. I'm not going to say the name of the podcast, but I heard one cat say was suggesting that Shuck could have put the ball in better positions than what Spencer has put the ball with these cats, missing these, very, very, crucial catches. And I disagree with that. You know what I'm saying? I disagree with that. And then I heard, some prominent people in Saints media who say that they look at some time of this year, you need to see Sharp, just to see what you got in him, this, that, and the third. No, you understand? That was not, first of all, right. I understand that the NFL is a business. I do. I know this is a business, and it ain't no friendship and all that involved in it. Right? You understand? But that would be unfair to Spencer. I mean, here it is, right? I'm not the one that's thinking it up out here. Why sit me down? Why you don't sit down? You know, Cesar Ruiz. Why you don't sit him down? You understand? Why you don't sit down Jawan Johnson, who has shit the bed so far this season? If we want to be honest, why you don't sit down Olave? That's been dropping every damn ball, damn near every ball that I'm throwing at him, he dropping. How would that be fair? You understand? Even if you just to see what you got and shook, that ain't fair. You understand what I'm
No.
saying? That ain't fair whatsoever. You know, and I don't think that that he would even, you know what I'm saying, that Spencer Rattler will react to that positively, because you got to realize what happened to him in college. Remember, he was the number one guy, and then this guy who we about to play, next Sunday, they had him usurp him. And Spencer wasn't playing bad when this guy took his job, in Oklahoma. You understand what I'm saying? So that really makes no damn sense. You see? So I'm like, look, bro, we're gonna have to make some decisions, man. And it's like, damn, we only in the 7th week of the season, and we already talking about off season shit. But
And
it is what it is.
I
You
will
know,
say this. I know you got situations like, if you look at the Vikings situation last year, I know you had Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold was a different situation because at one point Sam Darnold was on his way to being a complete bust, if
yeah,
not in that category. He had to revive his career, and really, to be honest, Minnesota really revived his career. Like he was I when he was with Carolina, he really wasn't that good. I
I'm gonna
forgot.
be quite honest with you. Where I really think his career got revived, to be quite honest with you, I think it's the time that he spent in San Francisco underneath Kyle Shanahan.
Right.
I think that's what put a light on in his head. You understand what I'm saying? Because this dude's starting to look like he got a good track record, man, with quarterbacks now. He got Matt Jones over there playing like the Matt Jones that we thought that he was supposedly play like when he came out of college. You understand what I'm saying? So I think maybe that did it for him. And then I think the beneficiary of that was Minnesota. You understand? I think they was the beneficiary of all that. And not only him, um, look at Baker Mayfield.
Right.
Hmm? I mean, it's we can you can argue the point right now that Baker Mayfield is playing like he's the MVP of the league.
Yes.
I'm just being honest. You understand? I know who he played for, and y'all know I can't stand a whack ass. You understand what I'm saying? But the truth is the damn truth. You see? But I think we would make a mistake if we was a bench, especially if Spencer keeps playing the way that he's playing, and we decide to bench him. I think that would be a mistake, and I think that that's something that he would not like. Okay, but you know, that being said, we can move on from that, bro. That was the offense, totally
Right.
non-productive. Got to the damn red zone, field goal, field goal, field goal.
Yep. Field goals.
You know. Now let's get to these. Let's get to these mother. Boy. Let's get to that other side of this damn football team. Let's get to it, on chat. Let's get to him, bro. Let's get to him.
I will. I'll say this. I'll say this right quick. Now, like I said at the beginning of the show, I was at work, so I
Mm-hmm.
seen a play here and there in the second half. So I didn't see the plays where Chase Young was getting off the mounts. But I will say, to start off the game, he was getting back there, but I guess it just went south after that. Cause that first quarter, he was getting back there, but I guess
Bro, you know what I'm
past
gonna
that.
start calling him, bro? That's Mr. Almost Sack. I'm sick and tired of him, bro, and his almost sacks. I've been seeing it, man. I've seen this another year. His first game of the season, all you saw was almost sacks. I'm tired of that. And I'm tired of him, to be honest with you. You understand? Let's move on from him. let's move on from him, man, because he I don't know what's the matter with him. He overshoots the quarterback all the time. He'll get a hand on him like he got a hand on Drake May, but he don't bring him down. You know, we've been seeing that now the past 2 years on a consistent basis, and I don't think anything gonna change. I think that that's just who that dude is. Now, Mr. Davis, McKinstry, Raleigh, Sankir. Y'all look like absolute doo-doo out there. All of y'all. You understand? The damn New England Patriots wide receivers took y'all breakfast, lunch, and your dinner.
Yep.
You understand? You talking about that boy Davis. That ain't the stuff that I was looking at. That boy Keyshawn Boutte was out there mossing their ass. He mossed their ass all game. You understand what I'm saying? And they look like trash. And why Kool-Aid didn't think he was gonna get it? You just was the NFC Defensive Player of the Week last week. You should have known that these dudes was gonna come out there and they was at your ass.
Yep.
You should have known that.
So
You should have known that anybody that when that happened to you and you became, that player of the week,
yep.
that people was gonna target your ass and they go, okay, oh Kool-Aid, oh you that dude now? You should have known that. And you should have been up for the challenge. And you were not. You simply were not.
I thought we was going. I thought that was the start of something, man. But it definitely that game definitely didn't start nothing. I thought that game, that NFC Player of the Week game, was the start of a confidence builder, and from
Yeah.
the jump, from the start, getting torched.
Bro, look, dig this, right? Dig this, right? What happened to us? Our number one receiver didn't make plays. Our number one corner didn't make plays. At the end of the game, right, on the crucial 3rd and 12, Boutte beat Kool-Aid, and that was it. We was out of timeouts. That was it. That was the game. Him giving up that play, that was it. You understand? That the defense was lousy on 3rd down all game. And they've been like that for this season. Let me tell you something else. I'm gonna tell you another interesting stat about this defense that you're not paying attention to. In the last 4 games, this defense have allowed teams to score touchdowns on them the first 2 possessions of the game. That's it happened in Seattle. It happened with the Giants. It happened with New England. You understand what I'm saying? And it happened. Who that was that we played before we played and I think it happened too with the damn 49ers. You understand? So the offense come out, they already playing behind just like that. Because they done gave up 14 points already. You did? So that's the kind of shit that's going on, with this now. You understand? And I'm totally disappointed in them because with the exception of Sankir, Quincy Riley, and maybe Stutzman, because Stutzman got a few snaps in this game. I did see him and so did Stalwart. Um, with the exception of those dudes, that defense is veteran savvy. They got veterans all over the defense, so they shouldn't be putting up these kind of performances that they putting up. You understand? They should be the ones holding us in and putting us in games while keeping us close to games. And and I thought that that's what it would be like. I thought that when this season started, that the defense would have us close and keep us in games, and we would struggle offensively. You see, but it's a little bit of the same of both. The defense ain't stopping nobody, and we are struggling offensively, especially in the red zone. We can move the ball, but when we get to the red zone, we get boggled down. Four field goals for Blake Groupie in this game. He snapped back. I gotta admit it. He hit all four of his kicks. They went right down the middle of the uprights, and all that kind of stuff. But we shouldn't never even been, scrutinizing you like that anyway. Seems that you were supposed to be the man, you know, in training camp and all that. You understand? They put a C all on your chest and all that stuff, bro. You dig? So that's where we at with it, bro. Man, we play the Bears. I guess we'll do a preview show, probably Friday or something or whatever. You dig?
All right.
But I got some stuff to say about that, but I'll reserve that for that show. This here show is for the post game, with the Patriots, and that's where we at with it, bro. I knew that we was gonna be having, the some growing pains and all that kind of stuff, but the way this stuff it looks like, like we ain't no way in hell we should be, having these type of growing pains and stuff that we are having, bro. To be quite honest with you, it just don't make no damn sense considering, I didn't expect us to have growing pains because cats dropping footballs,
And
especially
this is
cats that's been
vets.
around here, that's been around here. You understand?
Vets.
Yeah, and vets. I didn't expect us to be having growing pains because Jawan Howard can't go up and help out, like you said, when we previewed that game one. Go up and help out your young quarterback and come down with that football, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Help your young quarterback, man. You made the good catch. You ran down the middle of the field, but then you fumbled the rock. You're not helping, bro. Shouts out to my man, bro. That's my dude there. You understand? He a Patriots fan, but that's my dude. Dig? Shouts out to him. You dig? But that's pretty much it, bro, for this CB. You understand? I don't know. We can't make this sound any worse. We can't make it sound any better.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm just glad I didn't have time to really check that second half out. All I could do was look at the scoreboard, but I'm just glad I didn't see the same repeat offenders, man, committing the same type of crimes on the field. I'm really glad I didn't see that part. I just saw the beginning. I seen Kool-Aid get the business done to him. I seen the Douglas guy getting off. Sanka, I'm gonna give him a pass on a few of those plays. Rookie mistakes. I'm not depending. We're not depending on the rookies to go out there and ball, just like we wasn't depending on Spencer to be doing what he's doing, but he doing it. So if he
Mhm.
doing it, then we gonna let those guys have an opportunity. The ones that's not doing it, we got a trade deadline coming up. AK, I know we didn't mention nothing about the run game. The run game was really quiet. Um, I think Kendrick could have got about 6, 7 more carries, but AK he done good in the past game. But I'm gonna just be honest, man. I know AK said what he said to Mickey and stuff, but man, it's best for the New Orleans Saints from a business standpoint and as a team. Period. We gotta find a way to get some, a decent draft pick. And I'm not saying you're not gonna be worth no first, no second. I don't even think you'll be worth a third at this stage in your career, just due to age. If we can get a fourth for you, I'll be satisfied with that. But we gotta just retool, man. Let Kendra get his. I'm I I'm not gonna say. I seen a comment. Shout out to JT. I seen him said we don't have a number one running back. I don't want to conclude that on Kendra. I just think Kendra need more opportunity with him for us to be able to determine that. Now, saying that with AK, I don't disagree with that. I just think yeah, we need to send him to a contender. I seen the Chiefs name being attacked. I don't know how deep that is, but oh yeah, I'll be satisfied with that. Send him to a contender, let him compete, man. Everybody can't do the Cam. You only gonna have few Cam Jordans, man, that just want to be loyal to the city. But at the end of the day, man, it's a business, and business ain't booming in the 504 right now. Not in football, basketball leader, but business is not booming in the 504, and we got to get it back booming.
Say,
Got to
bro, I
get it
think
back.
that if Kendra was to see about 15 touches, and I'm saying touches, and that can be carries, that can be, him throwing in the ball, then we would see high value and high production out of him. I think what's holding Kendra back right now is the fact that he's playing behind Elvin Kamara. And Elvin Kamara is an established, not only is he a fan favorite, he's also a loyal Saint. You understand? And people not, are not, inclined, to take and usurp him and stuff right now. When coaches and stuff come in, you know, new coaches came in, the way that Kubiak came in, the way that Kelly Moore came in, they came in talking very, very glowingly and very good about Elvin Kamara. I'm almost starting to think that he's untouchable right now. You understand? But those other guys, man, if we gotta bite the bullet and eat it, eat with, take it and keep Kamara, that's cool. But if there's anything of value that people are offering for Olave, I think that we should listen to them.
Yes.
Understand? And let me tell you something else, Saints fans. We stuck with Jawan Johnson. Who y'all think gonna be trading and stuff with Jawan Johnson? Let's be for real. And we probably stuck with Cesar Ruiz too. You know, stuff in the off season and stuff
Yes.
like that. But that's about it. You know, as far as that is concerned. But boy, that's the best I can do. That's all I can say for y'all. You understand who that nation? Y'all seen the game like I seen the game.
Yep. So
Yes.
who that nation, man? That's pretty much it for tonight's show. Like I said, this game ended on Sunday. Uh, like I said, just a lot that was going on. Didn't have time to get to it, but we definitely will be coming with a preview show. To be determined on the time. Friday is looking pretty good, but man, uptown to get a day and time set. You guys just stay tuned, man, and 1 and 5. Who that nation? I'm not sitting here moping and pouting over the win loss. I'm just trying to see, is the team growing? What is the future looking like? A lot of the fans is pouting because we just 1 and 5. A lot goes into that. I'm excited. We 1 and 5, but I feel like we got our franchise QB in the room, so that makes me excited. Because once we start, well, if Kellen, you know, start thinking beyond this season, and some money we got, we can try to either bring in somebody to to help Spencer out, or we could possibly draft. Once we get to that stage and Kellen Moore has, more say in the draft, then we'll just see where we're at. But we got our franchise QB, and that was my main concern was where's our franchise QB? Because if you have a franchise QB, it's gonna be easy to hopefully it's an easy process of filling out everything else. But
Hmm. He just
who
need
that
to get
nation?
some playmakers, bro. He needs some playmakers around him.
Right.
You
So who that
understand?
nation?
Playmakers.
Right. So on that note, you guys please like, subscribe, follow the page. And it's the WDN Chatline podcast. And we out. Who that?
Who that, baby? Oh yeah, for life.